Okay, this is like my fifth time trying this. My name is Jason. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. My current site is in Saratani in the south of Thailand. I am in Group 128 E&D Youth and Development Program. I identify myself as a Latin American. My family comes from Puerto Rico. My dad's from Bayamon and my mom's from Luquillo, and they met here in New York in the Lower East Side. I've really enjoyed a couple things in my service so far. BTF, Glow, TYT. Um, the camps have been pretty fun and everything's been pretty good. I guess the highlight will probably end up being, I guess the floods was probably the biggest thing. I know I've spoken about this tons of times, but just going through that with my community was probably something really impactful and really memorable, something I won't forget for the rest of my service. Gonna be pretty hard to top, but it's still got a year. Um, Not really. I don't know if Thais really know what Latin Americans are, or know where any Latin American countries are. I'm not even sure if there's a Thai translation for the word Latin or Latino or Latinx. Um, so it's, but people don't know I'm American. They just assume I'm either Muslim or they assume I'm Italian. They assume everything in the world but American. Because Thais tend to believe Americans are white and blue-eyed, and I am not. So people just assume that's me, and they assume that all Americans are like that. So when they first meet me, I have to. They'll ask me, and they won't believe me. They'll ask me like 3 or 4 times, and I'll tell them, yes, I am American. I think last week in Bangkok, I was actually stopped, and they usually don't take this long in searching people's bags in the trains, but they actually went through my bag, made sure everything was okay. Um, at the time, I had a bigger afro, so maybe that's why they decided to look through my stuff. But they did, and then when they asked me where I'm from, I said I'm American, and the lady smiled and a little gasped a bit, and said, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm American," and let me go on my way. Um, I'll say yeah. I mean, made me miss home a lot more. Made me miss my culture a lot more because, as you can, there's not really that much Latin stuff in this country. Even in Bangkok, which tends to have a little bit of everything, doesn't really have anything for Latin Americans or any Latinos or anyone from the Caribbean. I think more Latin America. There are some reggae bars and there are some Caribbean spots, but not really much to Latin Americans. There's like Argentinian steakhouse and it's like Cuba Havana social, but other than that, there's nothing really here for me, and it makes me miss home, especially the food, because I'm not a big fan of the food here. It's a lot different from what I'm used to eating back home. And it makes me want to experience more of my heritage. Probably spend more time in Puerto Rico when I get back to the States. Lucky I don't need a passport for that. It just makes me miss more and wish I knew more about my Puerto Rican heritage. From I know how to cook some things, but I wish I knew how to cook more, how to dance more, music to listen to. It just makes me miss everything that's due to my mom's heritage, cause and my father's heritage. I complain a lot. I follow up my friends' line accounts and complain a lot. Um, I try to seek out advice from my friends and allies to see what I'm gonna do and see if I'm overreacting. Because most of the time I tend to overreact a lot. I'll be the first to admit it. But I think everyone does that here and there. But like most volunteers go through the same problems from work and dealing with the communities and dealing with culture. It's something that I'm still learning how to really grasp and how to really handle. My challenges tend to be more work related than culture related. I think most of the people in my community have just accepted me like this is him and he's not really gonna go full Thai on us. As you can see, the way my hair is right now, it's not really a Thai thing, or my mustache being like this. But most people, most people I know already have accepted me who I am, and they know. So the coach is not big as my challenge. It's probably more work related, which I don't think this video is meant for me to complain about that. So I'm not. Like I said before, I complain a lot to my friends, and I complain a lot. But also, I like to go play basketball. I'm not good at basketball at all, but I go and shoot around because I'll ride my bike. My bike has been like my Dr. Phil. And also, I have some video games saved on my laptop, which I mess around with and play with to relieve stress. Um, yeah, that's what I usually try to relax, and that's my usually how I deal with my challenges. Um, it's hard. Just probably find your niche because every site is different and every challenge is different, and you can't compare sites to everyone because you're gonna have some people that have counterparts that are gonna be up and beyond and are gonna want to do projects with you from day one. But you're gonna have sites that don't want to do anything, or you have sites that don't know anything, or don't even know what Peace Corps is really. It's just you gotta find your niche and you gotta find what you can work with, and not stressing it too much. You don't want to lose your hair, you don't want to lose your health. You're in here for 2 years. You're gonna find like that one person in your community that wants to help, or just find someone you can vent to. That's usually really helpful. Try not to like hold it in. It's gonna drive you crazy. I have like a mini library behind me growing, but currently I am reading. I had the book right next to me. I had the book right next to me. I'm reading like the Iron King. It's an old book from France talking about, it starts with, I think it's Philip the Fair, talking about how it starts with the trial of the Knights Templar. I picked it up because apparently George R. R. Martin thought of the book as a inspiration for his series that he's currently writing, and I've been waiting forever for the next one to come out. Hopefully it'll come out before that service. But I'm reading that book. So far it seems good. It has all the Game of Thrones things I was expecting in it. That was probably in The Shining. I'll give it another go. It seems way too slow for me, but I'll try it again. Let's see. And my favorite book is Jurassic Park and The Godfather. Those books are beautiful books, and if you have not read those books, you should read those books, especially if you're a fan of those novels. I am listening to a few. I listen to Unsolved Murder Mysteries, and I also listen to. I was listening to Lime Stories, but that left me on a cliffhanger. Also listen to NPR Politics, but you guys should really get into Unsolved Murder Mysteries. It's pretty good. I like a bunch of horror podcasts, so I've been messing around because I'm a big horror fan. So I've been listening to a little bunch of horror stuff here and there. Like Limestorms is pretty really good. It just leaves you kind of a cliffhanger. It's pissed me off because apparently people have been waiting almost 2 years. I guess they came from the same college as George R. R. Martin. Also like ESPN First Take podcast. Most of the ESPN stuff is pretty good. Also like listening to the Giant Bombcast and the Giant Beatcast. It's video game stuff. Yeah, I've been getting into more podcasts in my service because I find them pretty good to listen to as I ride my bike everywhere. But since I lost my headphones, because headphones don't last long here, I haven't been catching up much. So, next question. Can you? Okay, there's no more questions. I'm sorry. So that's pretty much questions they'll give me, and that's the answers I had. Hopefully this is good enough. And if you have anything, you can reach out to me. My email is jasonpagan, Pagan, at 04@gmail.com. Yeah. Good night, or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you flow with.
Have you eaten yet?